Okay, so first up, right, let's understand what is a stock. Well, basically, a stock and share, right, they're basically referring to the same thing. Or sometimes, in Singapore where I'm from, they call it counter. So let's write it briefly, right? Stock, share, and counter. They all basically refer to the same thing, right? Because I can recall in my early days when I just started off, dabbling in stocks, right? My broker was telling me, so Rainer, which counter are you interested in? So I was thinking, huh? What's a counter, right? Am I not buying shares? Am I not buying a stock? So, no, what's the counter? Then after which, right, I realized, oh, okay, the word counter, the word shares, the word stocks, they all basically refers to the same thing. So, right, so this is something to share with you, right? You probably know by now, but in my early days of investing, clearly, right, I don't even know this difference. So, basically, a stock represents a share in the ownership of a company that you bought. Right? Say, for example, you bought some shares of Apple, right? It basically means that you are a shareholder of Apple. But you may think, wow, I am a shareholder. Woohoo! But don't get too carried away because your equity stake in Apple is probably, 0.0000 something percentage, right? It's just a very, very, very small equity stake on Apple shares. So basically, you're a part owner of the shares that you bought. So basically, this is what it means when you buy a stock. So when you are part of an owner of the stock, right, you have a claim on the company's assets and earnings. So basically, when the company, it makes a profit, right, it pays off all its debts and whatsoever, and there is whatever remaining residue equity or money that's left, right, it will be paid out to their shareholders. But this would be depending on the management decision whether they want to pay it out or whether they want to reinvest the money back into the company. So, but you as a shareholder, you have a claim on the company's assets and earnings, right, after they have paid off all their debts. So basically, as a shareholder, you own an equity stake, but before you can get paid, the debtors of the company will get paid first. So when you are buying stocks or trading stocks or investing in stocks, it is basically traded on different exchanges. From where I'm from in Singapore, it's being traded on the Singapore Stock Exchange. If you're from the US, you have different exchanges like the New York Stock Exchange, you have the NASDAQ, and if you are from London, you have the London Stock Exchange. So different stocks, different companies around the world, their stocks are basically listed on the different exchanges. So if you want to buy a particular stock, maybe it's not from your home country, maybe it's from another country, you need to know which exchange the stock is being traded on, and then can you get access to it and trade from there. And one thing to note is that different exchanges, they have different opening and closing timing, right? Because they will follow their own local timing. In Singapore, I think if I'm not wrong, it's from 9 to 5. And if from the US, when the exchange opens, it is probably night time in Singapore. So you need to know the different exchange timing when you are dealing with stocks, especially so if you are actually trading with stocks, because you need to know what's the timing, the opening, their closing, the lunch hour, and if any other hours that comes into the picture. So that's it, right? This is what I have for you in this video post. I hope you find it useful. With that, right, wish you all good luck and good trading. I'll talk to you soon.